reach God by the path of truth and discrimination. An ethical life is the foundation for attaining the stage in which all human acts subserve the above mentioned three needs. This ethical life is based upon discrimination between truth and falsehood. Just as the pearl is retained while the shell is discarded, the essence that is truth must be accepted and the non-essential rejected. Then again, individual exertion and divine grace should both be existent. One should also constantly practice the great lesson that the body and the Atma are separate. This is a highly beneficial exercise. Such discrimination, viveka, is necessary for all aspects of life, secular as well as spiritual. It is indispensable for realizing the truth that persists in creation, existence, and destruction, the truth that is God Himself. To serve this Supreme Lord, purity of food has to be observed. Regarding food, the question is not how much, but of what quality. Of course, quantity also cannot be overlooked. But why is food necessary at all? It is needed for acquiring the strength required for selfless service. For the sacrifice of service, seva yagna, to yield fruit, food is needed, and such food must be pure. Attention has to be paid to this aspect of food. In this way, each should pay constant attention to their habits and to the traits of their character. Then, attachment to the body will fall off and the task of securing the bliss of Atma Ananda, will be made easy. One has all these various duties to perform before actually attaining realization. For only through such spiritual life can one acquire purity, and only through that pure nature can one realize the Supreme Self. Without getting engaged in the duties, it is no use crying in agony that one has not been able to really know the Supreme Lord Paramatma. In this material world, one cannot appreciate the value of spiritual endeavor without experience in spiritual life and its purity. It may be said that one can undertake spiritual endeavor only after appreciating its value, but this is like saying that one should get into water only after learning to swim. Swimming can be learned only by getting into water with a float attached to the body. In the same way, with some float attached to the mind, plunged without fear into spiritual discipline. Then you will yourself understand the value of spiritual endeavor. The nature and conditions of the spiritual path are known only to those who have journeyed along the road. They know that the path of truth and discrimination, Sathya and Viveka, leads to God, Paramatma. Those who have not trodden the path and those who are not aware of its existence cannot explain it to themselves or to others. Meditate on God as truth and love. God alone is real. God is truth. The Supreme Lord is love. Meditate on Him as truth, as love. It is possible to realize Him in whatever form you meditate upon. Be always in the good company, satsang, of His devotees. Through this good company, discrimination and renunciation, viveka and vairagya will be implanted and increased. These will strengthen the spirit and endow you with inner peace, your mind will then merge in God. In everything you do, speak and act truthfully, using all the strength and talent with which you are endowed. At first, you might fail in this and encounter difficulties and sufferings, but ultimately you are bound to succeed and achieve victory and bliss. Only truth conquers, not untruth. Satyameva jayate. Nanritham. By your behavior, through your way of life, you can realize the truth. You can realize God, Paramatma.